Shalom. First and foremost, as always, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings and salutations to the elect. All right, we out here another week to teach the word of the Heavenly Father. All right, and hopefully bring edification to you brothers out there. All right, so without further ado, we're going to get right into the scriptures. We're going to start with 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter.
The 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 1. It say, "Woe be unto thee, Babylon, and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria.
Go ahead.
Girt yourselves with cloth and sackcloth. Girt yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand."
Right, and that's what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is getting ready to bring. You know, and we're going to continue to say it because in these latter days we can see the destruction coming crystal clear. You know, the Lord is getting ready to he's getting ready to have a great deliverance for his people. Okay, and there's also going to be a lot of missile food, man. A lot of people that's going to die in the series of events that's going to take place. All right, go ahead.
It say, "A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?"
Yeah, and the sword can be hunger, starvation. All right, the gun. Okay, pestilence, famines. The sword can come in many ways.
A lot of people think things going back to normal because you see cars and shit out now, and they feel like, oh yeah, it's getting better. Things going back to normal, but it ain't. That famine coming, but they don't see that.
Right. A lot of stores is open. Niggas can just go to Foot Locker now. They thinking things are gonna be the same old.
Yeah, pretty much the damage that's been done to this economy has been permanent, man.
Yeah.
Permanent, man. There's going to be a lot of businesses that never reopen back up.
Yep. And guess what? The second wave of the COVID is coming. It's coming. And the lockdown ain't going to be like it was going to be a more strict lockdown.
Yep.
Got it.
They say, "A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?"
Yeah, so people are gonna go. They're gonna be forced back in their homes. And don't be surprised if you see the military patrolling their streets, because pretty soon that's gonna be like a normal thing. You look out the blinds and you might see a tank or an MRAP, or you might see troops out right outside your window.
Well, hey, that's why they call it a new normal.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. In Florida, they were saying it was the second wave. That was the Epic Center now in Florida. They got National Guard doing the testing.
Yep. And also, where was it? This food spot where I work at, it's called the Hard Rock. Not where I work at, by where I work at, it's the Hard Rock Cafe. They just reopened, and when you go in there, the customers and the workers got to get their temperatures taken. Yep. Customers and the workers locked. So
treat you like you're a kid, man.
Yep.
And that's gonna make people not even want to go out to eat.
At the casino, they doing temperature
same
check.
thing. Yep. Same thing at the casino. Yep. Right.
They say, "May any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire in the stubble when it has begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? The mighty Lord sends the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?"
So that means when the Lord puts these things in place, Shalom, when the Lord sets these things up in the earth, nobody's going to be able to stop it or turn it back. Nobody's going to be able to do anything about it because it's coming from the Most High. It's coming from the heavens. All right? And his will is to bring hell in these latter times, man.
Hey, I just seen something on the news on RT. They said that the locust that's over there in the Middle East of Africa should be here this year in September. By September, they said the locust is going to be here.
Well, that's going to cause a pestilence. So that means your crops are going to get ate. That means it's going to be another food shortage. Okay? Because locusts, what do? They eat the crops. Them motherfuckers might swarm the goddamn White House, man. The locusts, that'll be an omen right there, man. The White House covered in locusts. The Lord is, everything you see that's so-called mind-blowing, it's the Most High.
it say, verse 9, a fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid?
Yeah, he shall. So in other words, you're supposed to fear the Most High, man. You got to fear the Lord. All right, you got to fear the Lord with every step you take.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
It say, the Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence?
And and that's scary, man. You know, the Lord can physically beat you to powder, man. Yeah, tighten that up, barbershop. Go ahead.
The earth quakes, and the
All right,
foundations
do it. Just keep
thereof.
sliding down.
The sea arise up
Leave
with
it.
waves
Right
from
now.
the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bends the bow, and his arrows that he shoots are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
And that's those ICBM nuclear missiles, man. That's those Hold on. That's those ICBM missiles, the arrows. Okay, it speaks about that in Jeremiah 50 and 51 too. Read that part again.
Verse 13. Strong is his right hand that bends the bow. His arrows that he shoots are sharp. It shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
Yeah, and the reason why they call it an ICBM because it's an intercontinental ballistic missile, meaning it could go from one continent to another. So that means it can go from one end of the earth to the other. All right, the nuclear missiles, it sits in a silo, all right, which that's really the bow, all right. It sits in the silo, and when it's shot off, it goes into outer space, and then it comes back down.
I got the perfect precept.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 54. In fact, the lamb vaccine just continue on in that chapter. Isaiah 54 and 16. Behold, I've created the smith that will compose in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
Yep.
And that instrument is the ICBMs, man. All right, and they have a purpose, a purpose, okay? And they're going to be putting in a lot of work, man. That work is to destroy the sinful kingdom off the face of the planet. And I've created the waste to destroy. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, because we know a lot of these nations are in races for, anti-missile technology, anti-ballistic missile technology. All right, but ain't none of it going to work. And every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and the righteousness is of me. Come to Parkside.
Yeah, so that instrument is the missiles, like the brother said. All right, and it has a purpose. You know, a lot of these people are missile food, man. Okay, especially these scoffers, these people that don't really fear the Lord. They all gonna die, rather it's before the missiles or when the missiles hit. All right, let's continue on in 16.
Verse 17. It say, woe is me. Oh yeah. This verse 14. It say, behold, plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be able to be put out till it consumes the foundations of the earth.
So the Bible says that plagues are gonna hit the earth. So when you see these things, you got people praying to the Most High that it stops. Well, if you understand the scriptures, you know that the Lord sent these things. We just read it. The Lord, the mighty Lord, is going to send the plagues. So these Christians and people that claim to believe in the Bible, when they see these things, they say, well, they pray to the Most High that it stops. But you're really supposed to pray to the Most High that he continues to do it, because all these things are leading up to the kingdom of heaven. And if you really claim that you believe in the Lord, you're supposed to want the kingdom of heaven. All right? A lot of these people, they enjoying this earth right now, but this earth is filthy right now. It's polluted. The wicked is in power, so the people are mourning. That's Proverbs 29, I think. Go ahead.
It's a precept. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 46, verse 10. It says, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure.
Right. And the Lord's pleasure is to do what? Bring hell on the earth. Bring plagues. Bring pestilences. Bring famines. Okay? These are all things that's written in the scriptures. All right? So when we see these things, if you're a man of understanding, you're not going to be in awe. You're going to say, well, look, as it is written right here. And that's how we look at it. That's why it says in Isaiah 33 that this wisdom and this knowledge is going to keep you stable in that time. Go ahead.
And I got a precept of how his pleasure is going to be done. This is Romans chapter 8, verse 19. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will? You know, you can't resist the Heavenly Father's will, you know, and his pleasure is going to be done. His word is going to be accomplished.
That's right. It shall not come back void.
This verse 17. It say, woe unto me, who will deliver me in those days?
Yeah, and that's what Ezra was saying, because he was seeing it, you know, he got the vision, he was writing it down, and obviously it was so bad, he was like, hey man, you know, who gonna deliver me from this shit, you know? But if you got faith, then the Most High is gonna deliver you.
Yeah, but you're always supposed to be in that fearful spirit.
Oh yeah, because that's what keeps the fire going. When you move in fear, you're careful. You circumspect. The scriptures even tell us to walk circumspectly. Now, if you moving like a careless nigga,
Like you lax.
you not, and that's how most of our people move. Most of our people move like they don't give a fuck about nothing.
And even if they say they do, the Lord know your mind. So like
Right.
you can't front. Just like yeah, the Lord know your mind, so you can't front.
Right? You can't. First of all, the Lord directs your steps.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Zephaniah 1 and 12, and it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their leaves.
Yep.
That say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil.
And that's the spirit that they in. They chilling. Even though all this shit that's going on, a lot of our people, they just still moving in that relaxed mind state.
And that's how it's gonna come upon them like
As a
thief.
thief. Yep.
Yep, they move in according to vanity and materialism, which the Foot Locker commercial exposed it. Because Esau know that his mind control, brainwashing media platform worked, you know, because like as it's written in Hosea 4 and 6, our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Let me get a precept.
Peace and safety, man.
Nah, you can get that because this is a long chapter.
Got the mind of peace
Yeah.
and safety.
This book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 13. Wherefore the Lord Yahweh said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men.
Yeah, read that one more time.
Isaiah chapter 29 verse 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as his people draw near me with their mouth
Yeah, it's all lip service. Go ahead.
and with their lips do honor me,
Yeah, you know, Jake like to be like, yeah, I hear you, bro. You know, you speaking, you know how niggas is. You speaking facts, man. I hear you. But then the nigga will go home and eat a ham sandwich or fuck another nigga's wife, man. Go ahead. Adultery.
but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men.
Yeah, meaning that whoever is teaching them the precepts of men, a lot of these pastors, all right, or these Israelite leaders, they're not teaching you what the scriptures really say.
Yeah, you go into these churches with the dude to tell you that you saved, and you
Right,
think
right.
you good. Like from that point on, like, oh yeah, I'm saved. A lot of people go up to me, oh yeah, but I got saved. Like,
Yep. Or they'll tell you
Nah,
that the law's done away with. You know, go
I
ahead.
got precept for that too.
Yep.
This is verse 14. Therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work among his people, even a marvelous work and the wonder, for the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and their understanding of the prudent men shall be hid.
Yeah, the marvelous work is what we doing. That's the marvelous work. Because a lot of people, you know, people don't know how this thing is growing so much. You know, that's why Esau will set up counter groups to try to debunk us, so to speak. But this is a marvelous work. This is not of men. Go ahead.
Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us, and who knoweth us? Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, ye have no understanding?
And that's pretty much the state of this world. Everything is upside down. All right. Evil is called good. Okay. You just had these fucking Black Lives Trans.
Black trans lives.
You had that. What the fuck is that, man? You know, everything is backwards, man. And everything is pretty much to humiliate our people.
Yeah, it said black lives and gay lives and shit.
Yeah.
Like that.
I mean, Esau's making a fool out of Jake, man.
And they running with that shit. This
Crazy.
Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death.
So that's the Lord saying this through the prophet Ezra, man. There's gonna be great death, great plagues. We really haven't even scratched the surface yet.
Yeah.
People thought COVID was bad. The Lord is gonna bring something
That's what-
way more
that's
devastating.
what I said. I said that because it was like when the Lord brings His plague, it's gonna be terrifying. You ain't gonna want to get that shit. You don't want to get nothing coming from the Lord. You don't want none of that death. You don't want none of that.
Then something happened where in regions of the country they can't pick up garbage for a couple of weeks, man. People be having plagues appear out of nowhere just from that, man.
Just some fucking coming outside breathing.
But
Yeah,
Most High will be like, hey, let all this gather together and make another virus.
I was just searching YouTube, and the one cartoon back in the day, it's called Courage of Collie Dog. But a lot of these shows got truth in it, and they a demon came to the house basically,
It's going pretty good.
and dirtied the house up. And once they dirtied the house up, he was like, just relax, be chill, relax, be chill. But then he opened up a pot, and you can see the demons, the spirits start crawling out because they cling on to that filth, that uncleanness. So when the Lord allow it to get real dirty out here, you know, it's going to intensify them unclean spirits.
Right.
Second Ezra 16 and 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils, and what shall I do when these evils shall come?
Hey, the beginning of wars, India and China just had a clash, and that beef is intensifying as we speak because China just fucked up a lot of India soldiers. They didn't shoot them or nothing, but they whooped their ass pretty bad. I guess it was a big scuffle. So, but the borders between India and China now they clashing over territory. That's gonna go to something. And India is burning China's products and boycotting China's products.
Yeah, and that's a big trade relationship. They're both in the BRICS nations, man. That's huge. They're both in the BRICS nations. You gotta wonder if America's gonna try and, you know, get their greasy palms in there somewhere and, you know, try and cause a bigger rift.
In a way, they kind of like the top manufacturing people slash slaves slash low paying wages on the world because China and India, everything made from Indonesia, India, China, Vietnam, Japan, India, and those Moabites and Ammonites, those is the sweatshop workers.
All the tech support's done by East Indians, man.
Yep, that cheap
Food jobs.
cheap child labor. They don't need, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to pay Americans for all that.
They don't want to pay no American $20 an hour to answer phones and do your tech support. They'd rather pay an Indian $8 an hour.
That's why them Indians stay scamming over here with the IRS calls. Hello? You know.
They do be scamming. Fraud, taking people identities.
Read that part again, Baba Shah.
This is the book in verse 18. It say the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils, and what shall I do when these evils shall come?
That's what I was gonna say. The word evil means bad time. So it says the beginning of evils, man. So we really don't know what we gonna see out here when the Lord crank it up. You know, you might see a motherfucker walking down the street eating somebody's iron because he turned into a cannibal. And that's in the scriptures. When you read Second Ezra's, I think it's in Second Kings, cannibalism used to exist amongst our people.
They tell you Isaiah that he gonna feed the wicked with their own flesh.
Yeah.
And they're gonna thirst off their own blood.
And hey, and that's crazy. We brought this up. They brought this up recently in California. A man died in police custody because he tried eating his arms off. Yeah, he died in police custody because he started eating himself. California, and it's a video too. You got it.
Verse 19, it say, "Behold, famine and plague and tribulation and anguish are sent for scourges for an amendment."
So, hey, like I said, you never know what you're gonna see out here, man. You might see a woman fucking selling her goddamn kids for some food.
And the Most High, he's sending a lot of things at once, man. You know, at first it was just, remember, was it January 3rd when that Iranian general got assassinated? We thought, oh shit, here we go, it's World War III.
Yeah.
And then COVID comes out, and then the meat shortages, and now the riots and the locusts, and Most High is just making it to where, man, I'm gonna let everybody know on the earth that there's something going on, that there's a higher power doing all this.
Of the animals attacking people. I just read a story the other day. A monkey attacked over 200 people and killed one person. Went on a fucking rampage. Was going around biting people. He locked the monkey up.
That's crazy. And you got all these birds attacking these 5G towers and all that shit, man. I was watching a bunch of videos on that last night. You know?
Verse 20, it says, "But for all these things they shall not turn away from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges."
Yeah, so all these things that the Lord said he's going to bring, you're still going to have wicked people. Still out there being wicked. Oh, get that in Revelation real quick. I want to get that real quick. See that is filthy. I think it's 21.
22.
You're still going to have people being wicked, you know? Because that's their lot. You got it?
Yeah, Revelation 22 and 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still.
So we just read that from all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness. Because that's just who they are. That's in their spirit. Go ahead.
And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still.
So you're going to have the righteous, all right, which that's who we believe we are. We believe we are righteous. Because we doing what the righteous would do. All right? Which, right? We ain't out here being wicked. You know? We trying to be as righteous as possible. But you got people on the left-hand side that's wicked, and they don't give a fuck. They just like, this how I'm going out like that. Go ahead, real quick.
And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me.
And that reward is going to be given to the righteous, the ones that follow the Lamb whithersoever he goes. Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
To give every man according as his work shall be.
And when it says every man, it's not talking about anybody. It's talking about Israelites. Yahweh Shai said it out his own mouth. I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Got that? Go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 17.
37.
Oh, verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Go ahead.
For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Now remember, they was doing these things while Noah was prophesying. Let's not forget that. Noah was out there building the ark, prophesying. The scriptures say for roughly, 120 years? Prophesying. Letting you know. And back then, what he was saying sounded crazy. It's going to rain from the sky. It's going to flood. Niggas looking like, look at this nigga. He tripping.
Yeah, what we saying sound crazy too.
Right.
I'm saying it's gonna be a famine. Yeah.
It's going to be cannibals. You know, people like, y'all niggas is bugged out. That's the same thing they thought about Noah. And that's one of the reasons why the Lord compared the days of Noah to the days of Yahweh Shai. Because you had Noah out there prophesying, and it says they was eating, drinking, partying. Noah was mocked. tells you that in the scripture. Noah was mocked. They was mocking him out there, man.
Well, Matthew 24 and 38. For in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away.
That's how it's gonna be this time. They gonna know not into the flood print.
Until they look up.
Yeah, then it's over.
They was when it started flooding, you better believe they was fucking looking up. And the Most High probably sent them. Them wasn't no regular raindrops, man. Those raindrops probably felt like hell, man. You know, the Most High sent them thick raindrops. You know, fucking smacking their ass. They probably was crying. You know, but this time they gonna look up too. But they gonna see what John saw, man. Those fiery those fiery flying serpents.
When it's a famine out here and it's a real pestilence, like you ain't gonna have to tell nobody that the Lord doing it. Everybody gonna know.
Yeah, and what the brother just read is known as the first death. We're about to go and enter. This is gonna be the second death. Go ahead.
And that's to show that the power of the Most High, you make things rain down from heaven on you.
Yep.
It's this is verse 39, and knew not until the flood came and it took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Yep. So now we about to enter into that second death, which is gonna be Babylon the Great destroy other parts of the earth being destroyed, but Babylon is gonna be the hot spot. This Babylon is gonna get it the worst. It's gonna be complete desolation over here. It's gonna be the forbidden zone. You know, this is gonna be that memorial. That's it. You got it.
Say, for all these things they shall not turn away from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good and cheap upon the earth that they shall think themselves to be in a good case.
Right. That the economy expert right here.
I had to get off the camera for a second just to chime in, man. You know, these people that think that just because gas is cheap, you know, certain food items are still affordable. They're not looking at 6 months from now, you know, 9 months from now, when the government, which has been printing, I think it was they printed like $8 trillion so
They're
far
giving
this
that
year.
shit away.
With $2 trillion more, they got another $2 trillion spending bill going through right now, man. So they don't realize that the price of everything's going to be skyrocketing.
And the way that they're giving out the money, that's how we know that this microchip is close.
Yeah.
Because they didn't used to they used to print money, but not like they doing now. They literally just giving this shit away. Because they know that they about to introduce a new system.
Right.
So these Federal Reserve notes, they like, fuck it, whatever, you know, you have it.
Hey, they know they're going to go bankrupt. They're just maxing out the credit cards.
Yeah, super hyperinflation. Go ahead.
All right.
It say, behold, victuals shall be so good and cheap upon the earth, they shall think themselves to be in a good case, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
Yeah, we getting now. Don't get me wrong, brothers that's getting unemployment is probably good to you. Yeah. It should be, you know. But people that's in the world that's getting it, they don't understand what's coming. At least we understand what's coming, you know, because you getting unemployment. Some people are getting back pay. You know, they getting lump sums of money. But guess what? Pretty soon it's all gonna turn into the chip, and that's gonna be the new world currency. You know. Go ahead.
It say, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Yeah, so whoever escapes from hunger, you know, you might have food, but then you might not escape from the martial law troops, or you might not escape from a FEMA concentration camp, or you might not escape from the missiles. You know. Well, yeah, you ain't getting away from them.
Even your family.
Right.
It don't matter what, because everybody got a appointed death. if you on the other side, you got an appointed death. They tell you that in the book of Jeremiah. I'm gonna read it. This the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15, verse 1. It say, "Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind cannot be towards this people. Cast them out of my sight, let them go forth. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, where shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such are as for death to death, and such that are for the sword to the sword, and such that are for the famine to the famine, and such that are for the captivity to the captivity. And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord: the sword to slay, the dogs to tear, the fowls of heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy."
This is Matthew 24 and 22. "And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened." You know, that's plain and simple, to the point, man. You know, for the Most High, man, He's gonna unleash all those things at once, man, including famines, including plagues, pestilences. You know, the scriptures talk about in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, that there's a time and season for everything, man. The time and season of death and judgment is coming. Everybody's got to face a judgment, whether it's a righteous judgment or a wicked judgment.
I got a precept. This Romans chapter 2, verse 6. "Who will render to every man according to his deeds? To them who by patient continuance in well-doing seek for glory and honor and immortality, eternal life. But unto them that are contentious and do not obey the truth, but obey unrighteousness, indignation and wrath, tribulation and anguish upon every soul of man that doeth evil, of the Jew first and also of the Gentile." So you got every man go get rewarded according to his ways and according to his deeds. Yep. You get what you dish out. If you forsake the Lord, you cast away the Lord, forgive upon the Lord gonna cast you away and forget about you.
Yeah. That's real quick. That's actually Hosea 4 and 6. Get that real quick.
The Lord, He hates doubt. He hates that wavering spirit.
Yeah. Real quick, Hosea 4 and 6, because
you want to do your own thing. You think you got this? All right.
I got Hosea 4 and 6.
You
got it.
Show the Lord you got this. When all hell breaks loose, show him you got this.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee."
Yeah, so like the brother was saying, you know, if you think you don't need the Lord and you reject the knowledge, He gonna reject you. And like this brother was saying, Yeshaya was saying, everybody has that appointed death, you know. Now, if we have the elect, nothing's gonna happen to us, you know, unless you a martyr. But we talking about our people that's in the world, they got an appointed death, and the reason for that is because they rejected the knowledge. Go ahead.
"That thou shalt be no priest unto me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children."
Right, and when you read Proverbs, the 1st chapter, the Lord said that seest that thou hatest instruction, roughly paraphrasing, you know, I stretched out my arm, you know, so they gonna get that death, man. That was it, right?
Huh.
All right, go back to 16. Somebody get Proverbs 1:20.
2 16 and 23. It said, "The dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men."
Yeah, because the Lord's gonna bring that destruction, that heat.
It says, so that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice.
Oh, that's like that scene in I Am Legend. This nigga was talking to mannequins. He had names for them,
Right.
you know. And he was
Talking to his dog.
he was wishing, yeah, he was all messed up in the head, man.
Hey, even in that the joint with Tom Hanks when he's talking to the soccer ball.
Oh yeah. Created a woman. A woman.
Ain't gonna be no easy way out. It said they should wish for death and can't find it.
Death shall flee from them.
It say, verse 28, it say, for a city there shall be 10 left, 2 of the field which shall hide themselves in thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks, as an orchard of olives upon every tree there are left 3 or 4 olives. Or as when the vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard. Even so in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search the houses with the sword.
Yeah, like the movie Book of Eli too. You know, just like that. So in these latter times, in other words, things are gonna get rough, man.
Yeah, and the 3 or 4 that get left, it's gonna be probably the elect.
I got problems.
Scripture say that in Jeremiah, the Lord shall take, what was it?
2 from the
One from the city, 2 from the family.
So don't be surprised if your family can't get it. You know?
In verse 32, it say, and the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and their ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man travel there through. The virgin shall mourn having no bridegrooms, and the women shall mourn having no husbands, their daughters shall mourn having no helpers.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be like now where bitches brag because they independent. You know? They in that day they gonna wish they had a husband, man. The scriptures say that a man is gonna be for a hide. How's it gonna hide in place? Or a
Man shall be
covering?
more precious than gold and silver.
Yep, that too. I will make a man more precious than fine gold. That's the day you're gonna see a lot of these women just lose it.
Humble.
Hey, they were saying that a large amount of the basically when this COVID came out and they shut everything down, they're saying that one of the most profitable things is women fucking selling what is it? Fucking they sell their Snapchats and some shit. I don't know how that
Yeah.
selling pictures.
Oh, yeah. Instagram,
You know?
it's not fans only pages.
Yeah. You know?
You got thirsty people really paying for them fucking pages. When you could just go on a fucking a free porn site or on somebody else's Instagram page.
They're fucking
They all post naked pictures.
well pretty soon it's gonna turn into actual legit prostitution, man.
The vineyard shall fail.
Verse 34, it say, in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Hear now these things, and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. Behold, the word of the Lord, receive it, and believe not the gods whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh, and are not slack. As when the women with child in the 9th month bring forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth pains to pass her womb, which pains when the child come forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall the plagues be slack to come forth of the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come on every side.
Yep. So that's pretty much what's coming, man. You know, even though we say it all the time, but when you actually see it and you feel it, it's gonna have a different vibration to it. Because somebody could tell you something, and it might not hit as hard as when you actually feel it or see it. And that's what we're saying as far as these latter times or these so-called end time events that's gonna take place.
Yeah, and they don't feel it because they don't got no faith in the scriptures. When we hear it, fear come upon us.
Yeah, we tremble at it. We tremble at the Lord's word.
That's right.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Yeah, I don't want to start with that. I don't want to have to eat my baby girl.
Right.
Because when
That's right.
when a woman experiences birth pains, she's reaching out for somebody, and that somebody is usually her husband. And we know that the nation of Israel is likened unto Most High's wife, symbolically. it's a good thing left a remnant because the elect gonna cry out, you know, for their husband. But you know, that's why I said they was not always mindful of the scourges. You don't have those that just they so senseless, they don't even know who to cry to. You know,
Yeah, and
Jesus ain't gonna save them.
that's spiritual because when Jacob and Esau was in the womb, they was going at it so hard. The scriptures tell you she went to inquire to the Lord, man.
Yep.
You know, that was kind of a sign of like early. That could have been like early birth pains. You know,
some of us fussed
they
up.
was
You got
going at
babies
it.
fighting.
Yeah, they was going at it so bad. The scriptures say that she had to go and inquire to the Lord, and that's when it was revealed to her that, you know, 2 nations are in thy womb, 2 men or people shall be separated from thy bowels. One people shall be stronger than the other. The elder shall serve the younger.
I was holding her shit like
Yeah,
what the
because they
fuck?
was going at it.
And that go back to you should desire your husband, he should rule over you. You know, that's why the Lord put them birth pains in the woman.
Yep.
I got
That's right.
Go ahead. This is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. It reads, Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vineyard shall fail, the gathering shall not come.
Yeah, and we all know the state of the Israelite woman, man. They're at ease right now. Esau is basically their fucking daddy. You know, they run to him for everything.
They all
You know?
gay.
Yeah, a lot of them are, you know, lesbians. A lot of them are into these feminist movements. They believe they should be equal with the man. You know, all these things are pushed to weaken the Israelite man, really. Because in this society, the Israelite woman is pushed to be above the man, and that's just another tactic of Esau Edom.
Yeah, there was actually a tactic of slave owners. You know, you raise up a man in the household with a bunch of women, and the women effeminize the man, and you make the man just this big physical grunt with a weak mind. You know, there's all kinds of documentation on how Esau did it, man. It was like a fucking scientific experiment how they did it.
Yeah, it go deeper than just the Willie Lynch. Like they did an actual study. They watched households grow up.
Yeah, they documented it like it was official scientific research, man. Like our people were fucking animals that are experimenting.
And not to go on a rant, but even Aaron Roosevelt said that the Rockefellers, they said that they made up the whole women's lib movement, and even they thought it was a joke, you know.
Yeah, they made it with the goal of, you know, if women are working, they have almost twice as many people with that. And they get to break up the family unit.
Yeah, because in the ancient world, the women would do what they were supposed to do. Not even in the ancient world. You go back to what? Yeah, the 20s, where the woman would do what she was supposed to do, which is stay home, take care of the children, and cook. And then you can actually live by your husband's income. That's all you needed. He would go to work, you know, he would buy everything, he would pay all the bills, and then the woman would stay home and take care of the children, which that's really the natural way of life. That's why the Lord created a man and a woman. When you go back to Genesis, the Lord said it is not good for Adam to be alone, so he created Eve for a helpmate.
Exactly. That's why these relationships in this day and age don't be working out. Nobody's
Right.
relationship is nobody is in their rightful place.
Yeah, the
doing
bitch
what
is
they
all out of
supposed to
order.
do.
She want to go out and do what she want to do. And a lot of times, the man,
Men
he be
are
right.
also-
You know, you always fucking, girls, these
Oh,
bitches be
they-
running their mouth.
Always in their emotions, man.
Right.
And they keep tabs on you on your phone. all the
Right,
fucking time.
they always want to know where you at and shit. See, this world has been set up to create confusion, man. Your woman, you ain't supposed to be around your woman 24/7, man. You're supposed to be able to leave when you want. You're supposed to be able to leave and come as you go, and she not supposed to be able to say shit about it.
And there's supposed to be other women in the house too. They're all supposed to be working as a team. That's what colleges were originally designed.
Right.
Man.
Remember, there was such thing as midwives at once upon a time, man. Your woman is really supposed to have servants. You know? See, in the kingdom, our women, they're going to have servants. They're going to have other women servants. We're going to have servants. You know? And then your woman's servant, they're going to have children, and that's going to be your children's servants. You know? Everything is going to be set back up.
And our wives are gonna get along. Ain't gonna be no busybody,
Right.
jealousy, envy,
Right.
shit. trying to, I'll show this bitch. I'll get more time out of it.
What is
I
it
get
called?
more money
What is it
out of
called?
it.
Polygamy? What they call it in this society? That's what they call it, right?
Yeah.
If you got more than one woman, polygamy. But see, it's really not wise to do that in this society because the people not in their right minds.
Right.
You know, you'll be juggling too much shit.
That's what they killed.
But
That
you ain't supposed to, because especially if you're a man of the Lord, you're not supposed to be.
It's too much distraction.
It's good for a man not to touch a woman, you know.
the scriptures say, let a bishop see a man of what, one wife? Same thing with a deacon.
Yeah.
Hey, at one point, you know, brothers that have fucking 4 women he's dealing with, that shit is too much, man. You know?
I got something right here. This is the book of First Corinthians chapter 1 Corinthians 7:27. It say, Art thou bound to a wife? Seek not to be loosened. Art thou loose from a wife? Seek not a wife. So if you don't got a girl, you're not supposed to be seeking one, especially in these times. It say, but if thou marry, thou hast not sinned. And if a virgin marry, she have not sinned. Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh, but I spare you. But I say, brethren, the time is short. And right now the time is short. It say, it remains that if both they that have wives be though as they have none.
So you gotta be in that spirit.
Yeah, like,
Now we ain't telling you brothers you can't get none.
Right.
You know, but don't be like, you know, don't be on that fucking that lovey-dovey.
Getting married and shit.
You know, yeah, I'm about to marry you, baby. You know, if you got a woman, you deal with her. If you dealing with a woman, or you got a woman that you go to and she give you some, you know, do your thing, man.
Hey, you got guys that they got more bitches and they got videos up, man.
Right.
They've been in the truth for fucking forever.
You know, there's a balance to this thing, man. We're naturally men, so you're gonna naturally want things, you know. But the point is, the closer we get to the kingdom, you know, be more in the spirit, man.
Refrain from it.
Yeah, the scriptures say mortify your members too.
This is 1 Timothy 3:1. This is a true saying: if a man desire the office of a bishop, he desireth a good work. And a bishop would be like a brother who's been in the truth like maybe 8, 9, 10 years. You know, got some time in. A bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality, apt to teach, not given to wine, no striker, not greedy of filthy lucre, but patient, not a brawler, not covetous. I'm going to jump down to the deacon.
And my advice to you brothers, man, if you got a one woman, just deal with her, man. That's it. You know, just deal with your woman that you got, because after a while, like the bar said, it becomes a distraction. It's too much. If you got a woman, just deal with your woman, man. If the elders always used to say, if your woman pleases to dwell with you, then you gotta deal with her. If she not too much of a headache, she alright, you know, you've been with her for a minute, she decent. You're not really supposed to put her off, because then basically you're making her an adulteress. If she's decent, then you're supposed to deal with her.
That's why I said we should have some trouble in the flesh, because even when you pop your woman, when you let your seed go, not only you losing energy, which is what it say, Proverbs, give not thy soul to a woman, strength unto a woman. So it's not good to have a lot of sex, and it make you unclean until the next evening. You know, in the flesh, you know, you still with the Lord, but you just in an unclean state until you wash with water.
I got one more. Back in 1 Timothy 3:12. Now this is getting into deacons. Now a deacon is like a brother that's been, you know, maybe 5-6 years, something like that. You know, a little bit under a bishop. Let the deacons be the husbands of one wife, ruling their children and their own house as well. You know, that's not good.
No, that's good. That's good. Go ahead.
Cover all bases.
I got more in Isaiah chapter 32, verse.
These scriptures is your real woman.
Right.
You know, that's the real woman. That's what you're really supposed to be making love to, man. The wisdom, Sophia.
Real woman is this church. You know,
This is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 11. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and girt sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant field, for the fruitful vine. Verse 13. Upon the land of my people shall come up thorns and riders, upon all the horses of joy in the joyous cities. And that was basically it.
But the point is that they're going to lament for that, man. You know, the Section 8, you know, the heat, the reduced rent, you know, the benefit cards, the easy life of sitting at home, being a single mom, getting the card, getting money on the card every month. You know, that easy dependency living, man. It's going away, man. And when this hyperinflation hits, you're gonna see this government make drastic cuts to fucking funding programs, man. Primarily social programs, like welfare shit, you know, SNAP.
Hey, once people start getting cut off unemployment, you will see the change in people's behavior.
A lot of these people are stupid and they went and fucking spent it all. thinking they go get a job back the day that ends.
Motherfuckers going shopping, getting rentals, and showing out. So you're not even knowing, shit, it's about to be a whole famine. And Americans specifically is completely oblivious and unaware that food shortages and hunger is coming. Americans can't see people starving. They can't see people going hungry here.
Man, I seen a bitch that I worked with last week, man. You know, dropped the shit with her, seen her in the store. She been getting that $600 a week and she fucking broke. She been spending it all on bullshit, man. She came in there with a new wardrobe, you know, fancy earrings.
But now imagine once they cut that unemployment, and she already broke with the unemployment. And the unemployment was supposed to be put people on a better level, because shit, if anything, that was putting even more money into their pockets.
Where we at? Scripture.
I was holding Providence when I was 20.
Yeah, let's bring them out.
This is Psalm 33, and start at 8. Let all the earth fear the Lord. Let all the inhabitants of the world stand in awe of him. For he spake, and it was done. He commanded, and it stood fast. The Lord bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught. He maketh the devices of the people of none effect. The counsel of the Lord standeth forever, the thoughts of his heart to all generations. Yeah, that's the point on that, because a lot of people want to say, "Oh, that's past," you know, or you know, the things happening today. That's not according with the Bible. But it says the counsel of the Lord standeth forever. I mean, all these ordinances that's in this word, we're supposed to follow. You know, no matter how society look on the outside, the Lord always is trying the inside.
The inside, because you try for reins of the mind, try for reins of the heart, your deepest thoughts, your deepest desires.
Hebrews 4 and 12, right?
Well, I got one more. It says, Psalm 33 and 12. Blessed is the nation whose power is the Lord, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, and the people whom he have chosen, for his own inheritance.
Yeah, that's talking about us. Jake, the Israelites. We had somebody comment on one of our videos from last year, and they said, well, everybody is a Hebrew, but you gotta be an Israelite. That just because you're a Hebrew don't mean shit. You know, you gotta be of the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's what the scriptures speak about. So the ones whom he have chosen are the Israelites. Okay? Don't matter if you're a Hebrew.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 20. voice in the street. She cries in the chief place of concourse in the openings of the gates.
Hey, even right now, even though we in the park, we still in the chief place of concourse.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, because
This is the openings of the gates, right?
yeah, in like downtown not open no more. So
Yeah. This is the
this where everybody coming to.
yeah. When you come off the thruway right here, you pretty much enter Buffalo, New York.
Magic being marked right now.
Yeah, and this park is huge, man.
Hey, it was spiritual, man. All them riots happened right where we used to teach at.
Yeah.
You know? Right there at that obelisk. Jake's is stupid, man. You don't even know what the hell that obelisk is.
She cried from the chief place of concourse in the openings of the gate. In the city she uttered her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Yeah, because they believe the ways of the Most High is foolish. You know, they just don't believe in the right way of living, or they don't even give it an attempt. Go ahead.
Well, hey, the wisdom of the Most High is foolishness to men.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about too.
It say, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called, and you have refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regardeth.
And Salaki, and the Lord has absolutely made this word global, man. This word is literally everywhere, man. Okay? It's everywhere. And that's why I made a video a while back. The Lord created the internet for the prophets, man. This word is everywhere, man. All the celebrities know, all right? Everybody knows, all right? This word is out there because the Most High put the Spirit on certain men to plow and get the word out there. And it's out. You know, that unicorn, man.
Go ahead. It say, because I have called and you have refused, I stretched out my hand, and no man regards. But you have set at naught all my counsel, and was none of my reproof. I will also laugh at your calamity, and I will mock when your fear comes.
Yeah, hey, the Lord's got a sense of humor. You know, He's the one who's created your emotions, so he got a sense of humor too. Go ahead.
Ultimately,
He ain't all love, man. There ain't nobody fucking all love. I'm tired of hearing that shit too, man.
Word.
I'm tired of hearing that, man. God is love. Like he just some big, yeah, man. I'm tired of hearing that shit. The Lord, he get ready. There's more. Let me finish this. The Lord is about to bring hate, evil, war, destruction, tribulation. He gonna bring pain. Tired of hearing that love shit, man. Love conquers hate. Shut the fuck up, man.
You have people that think that there's a bed of flowers that follow the Most High wherever he is.
Yeah, man. Love conquers hate. Love beats hate. Shut up. Fucking Lord gonna bring something so terrible. You ain't gonna know what love is, man.
Hey, the scriptures say, the love of many shall wax cold.
Yeah, it's a cold world, man. Hey, when you raising up your children in this world, you gotta teach them to be fucking emotionless, man. You can't come up in this world being emotional.
That's how Jake's reacting with his Black Lives Matter
Yeah,
thing,
man.
and they're going purely off emotion.
You gotta have a cold spirit. Your spirit's you really gotta have that Leonidas 300 spirit. What with the gun?
Because I have called and you refuse, I stretched out my hand, no man regard. But you have said at not all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I will also laugh at your calamity and mock when your fear comes. When your fear comes as the desolation, and your destruction comes as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish comes upon you. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
It's gonna be too late. Go ahead.
They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Yeah, because what people are gonna do is, because Jake is a hypocritical nation, when they see shit hit the fan, they gonna want to call upon the Lord. All right, that's just what niggas do. That's a nigga mannerism. Oh shit, fucked up. Please help me. You know, niggas get locked up, they pray to the Most High. Niggas get out, they forget about the Most High.
They do what they comfort.
Yeah, niggas get into a jam, they pray to the Most High. When things are back to normal, they go back to be wicked. wicked.
And it was always like that. When you read the book of Judges, the second
Yeah.
chapter, they was doing that.
That's why the Most High kept putting us in captivity. Because niggas would, fuck up, and then they would pray to the Most High. The Most High will, get them out, and then they'll go back to. That's how we know we the people. That's nigga shit.
Hey, even the slaves, when they got brought over here to the Americas, they was doing that. They was singing Swing Low, Sweet Chariot.
Hey, the Lord would show the chariots too. They was seeing them.
Yeah, so they was thinking like, okay, that's how we gotta keep doing
Yep,
it.
yep.
Say, shit, swing low.
They was
Pick me up.
that was they forefathers. They knew who they was when they came over. They knew they was like, so they knew that's their forefathers.
And then during the time of slavery, it probably was way more chariot sightings, man. The Most High probably was showing them chariots like crazy. You know, kind of like how he revealing them now. The slaves, because they was in the field, so you know that they was seeing shit. You know, they working to sun up to sun down.
And,
They might be in the field and see a chariot.
Hey, in that movie Birth of a Nation, we see a sign from heaven. And that's what we see again.
Yeah, man.
Do that.
We are living in the times where the Lord has sent forth the Comforter, man, and we coming into some dark times. We got to come back to these scriptures and receive the Comforter, because that's the only thing that's going to comfort you in the times to come.
Right. We got more? Yeah. All right, we gonna read this, then we gonna get these last ones. Yeah. So whatever ones, Brother Thompson, go ahead.
Then they shall call upon me, and I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord.
Yeah, they didn't choose the fear of the Most High. They chose the ways of the world. They chose the ways of Edom. Because Esau is the end of the world. A lot of our people, they love this fucking place, man. They love Babylon the Great. You know, we trying to get delivered, man. This,
Right.
The way this shit is set up, man.
This shit is ass.
Man, this shit is. This America is whack, man. This shit is whack, bro. Go ahead. This shit is whack.
But with none of my counsel, they despised all my reproof.
Hey, man, when Lord's willing, we are the elect, man. When we in the kingdom, whew, you're gonna really see a kingdom, man. This is a fucking cesspool, man. This is filthy.
And people want to stay here like somebody died. I'm like,
They can't wait to go back to slaving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. You know, hey, I be pissed off when I hit potholes, man. And that's small. That ain't vexing.
And that's it. That ain't shit.
It's vexing, yeah. That ain't shit.
That's low
It's
level.
vexing though. Everything is vexing, from the smallest thing to the greatest thing, man. It's vexing here, man. Go ahead.
They say they shall eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the sinful shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkens unto me shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from the fear of evil.
See, and the fear of evil is what the Lord is about to bring. So, what's your best bet? Is to dwell with the Most High, because that means you're gonna be safe. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. Hey, man, you gotta be into this truth, man. You gotta really be into it, you know, because this is it. Hey, we the Israelites, man. This book is talking about us.
Right.
And this book has our enemies written inside it. And it says that we're chosen amongst all these people. This is really it.
This is it, man.
All right? So you gotta really, this ain't no thing where you just, I'm on YouTube. Nah, man, this is life, man.
Hey, it's spiritual because tonight the new moon comes in. You know, so tonight's a good opportunity, to try and get closer to the Most High, man.
Yeah, man. This is
Watch
it,
them
man.
videos, maybe do one,
Absolutely.
read, pray. Prayer is more powerful on the Sabbath, man. It definitely is, man. I'm just speaking from experience. Prayer is definitely more powerful on the Sabbath.
This is Amos chapter 9, you said, or 8? 9 verse 8. It reads, Behold, the eyes of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, save that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai.
Earlier that they say God is all love, God is all love. The Lord said
control some shit. Right. Keep going. Verse 9. For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among the nations, like as corn is sifted in the seed. Yet shall not the least rain fall upon the earth. Continuing on. Verse 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
That's the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai declaring that all the sinners gonna die by the sword. He be the one that's gonna
issue it.
He gonna issue
them death certificates.
Yeah, because when you read Psalm 68 and 20, it tell you that the Lord is the issuer of death.
Yeah.
Belong to issue of death. Keep going.
All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
And that gotta happen because the Lord spoke it. Anytime the Lord speaks some shit, it gotta happen.
Right.
So, all right.
Which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
Yeah, and the main thing our people like to say is, I think it might happen, but not in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Because they don't want no shit to hit the fan.
And they know they fucked up.
Yeah.
They know they fucked up.
I can see it, but probably not in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Niggas is hypocrites,
Got
man.
like 20 years for that happen.
Man, go ahead.
Verse 11. In that day I will rise up the tabernacle. Okay.
That was it.
Because some, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, because you be telling some people about the chip, and they say they believe it, but that's what they'll say. I could see it, but probably like 20, 30 years from now. Nah, man, this shit is around the corner, bro.
And right here.
Already got the smartphone payment system set up, man.
The NBA with the what is it?
Band.
Smart,
band.
yeah.
Go ahead.
This Psalm, I got two precepts. Psalms 97 and 2. Clouds and darkness are round about him. Righteousness and judgment are the habitation of his throne. You know, people love to say God is a love. He's a big teddy bear. But it just say clouds and darkness are round about him. And righteousness and judgment are the habitation of his throne. Judgment is the Lord's delight. You know, he takes pleasure in judgment, however he judges. And then here go another one. This is Psalms chapter 18, verse 9. He bowed the heavens also and came down, and darkness was under his feet. And he rode upon a cherub and did fly. Yea, he did fly upon the wings of the wind. He made darkness his secret place. His pavilion round about him were dark waters and thick clouds of the skies. That don't sound like a lovey-dovey God to me. It said he's surrounded by darkness and thick clouds. And judgment is his habitation. And we didn't see some examples of the judgment going on this earth. A nail in your neck is judgment. A cockroach going up your nose, tweaking some shit in your brain is judgment. That's a terrible power.
Go ahead. What's the last one? Let's look at Isaiah chapter 65, verse 11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord Yahweh, that forget my holy mountain.
This is what's gonna happen. This is what the Lord gonna do. All God love, the God of all love, to the people who forsake Him, Lord.
That prepare a table for that troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. Therefore will I number you to the sword,
He's gonna number you to the sword.
and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter.
All mean everyone.
Because when I called, you did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear, but did evil before my eyes.
Yeah, black is all in that BLK trans, fucking black lives, gay lives shit. Mixing with that shit. Acting like you ain't got a problem.
And they just passed something where what is it? Gays, lesbians, and trans. Something about they protected at work now or something.
yeah.
Something like, something new.
It's supposed to be. They supposed to be fighting for black lives, but now somehow, some way
They made it about
they
homosexual.
Now
Aunt
gays,
Jemima and fucking
they
Freeman
still
Weaver.
ain't hanging us.
They want you niggas to feel better because they changing the Auntie Mama name and Uncle Ben's. That's why I say it's laughter. Esau's laughing.
Yeah,
Because you got niggas that be like, oh, it's about time that who fucking cares? It's syrup, man. It's syrup, bro.
He said it's syrup.
A bottle of sugar, man. Nobody don't give a fuck about that shit.
fucking rice.
Your captivity,
You shouldn't
too,
even
man.
be eating
That's a
that shit no
reminder.
more. I used to like it when I was a kid, but
Come on,
I use honey now.
Niggas be like, see, change is coming. They fucking changed the syrup bottle, man. Come on, bro. Niggas, oh.
Don't
And
start
then
somewhere.
it makes the young
Yeah.
jakes forget about slavery, man. You know, if they erase it from history, Jake will never remember.
Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, ye did not answer, when I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not.
Yeah, so, man, it's laughable, man. But like we was reading, the Lord is going to do terrible things. We actually started off in 2nd Ezra 16 and told you what he's going to do. So how is he all love? You know, he's not all love, man. And it even tells you in Proverbs 11 that a false balance is an abomination to the Lord. So he can't be one emotion. Anyway, the world is going to see who the Lord really is.
Right,
Man.
America gonna be destroyed.
Hey, in Ezekiel, he say, when I do these things, then they gonna know that it was the Lord that did it. Right? Everybody gonna know. You ain't gonna have to win. It's a famine out here. We ain't gonna have to tell people that the Lord did it.
Yeah, they gonna know.
They gonna
They
know.
gonna know. Why is God doing this to us?
Well, he's doing it to his pleasure, because
Yep.
Most High, he is only good. You know, he's just correcting, showing us examples. He want to give the kingdom to his son. You know, but some gonna make it through pain, some gonna make it just off the strength of the good soul. You know, choosing to do good.
Got one more?
One more. This is Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, shall lift up a standard against them.
Yeah, that's another thing. The Lord gonna send them troops. The Lord gonna send the enemy. That's another thing, man. Hey, check out that. It said the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard. A small part of that is watch the video with the brothers in LA, man, delivered from 2 German shepherds. The spirit of the Lord lifted up a standard on them damn German shepherds, man. You know, go ahead.
This book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 11 in the Apocrypha, verse 19. Whereof not only the harm might dispatch them at once, but also the terrible sight utterly destroy them. Yea, and without these might they have fallen down with one blast, being persecuted of vengeance and scattered abroad through the breath of thy power. But thou hast ordered all things in measure and number and weight. For thou canst show thy great strength at all times when thou wilt, and who may withstand the power of thine arm? For the whole world before thee is as a little grain of the balance, yea, as a drop of the morning dew, which falleth upon the earth. But thou hast mercy upon all, for thou canst do all things, and winkest at the sins of men, because they should amend. For thou lovest all the things that are, and abhorrest nothing which thou hast made. For never wouldst thou have made anything if thou hast hated it. And how could anything have endured if it had not been thy will, and been preserved if not called by thee? But thou sparest all, for they are thine. O Lord, thou lover of souls, for thine incorruptible spirit is in all things. That proved a lot. It proved there ain't no hell. It proved that the Lord, he hated Esau, but he betrayed the wicked for the day of evil. So in essence, he loved everything he made, even though some things are against one another. You know.
Hey, so with that, we're going to close up. We're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh,
Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakatash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Lord willing, you brothers were edified. And Lord willing, we'll see you next week. Shalom.